We are recording. Welcome to another episode of Highly Unlikely. My name's Drew.
Raj.
How we doing, brother?
Good, man. What number are we on? Is this 13?
I think it's either 12 or 13. I think it's 13, actually.
Okay. I was just wondering.
We're ticking up, man.
So, hey, we were just announced that UFC is going to try and secure an island.
And I'm pretty sure we talked about this at one point, but like legitimately they're now getting an island.
I know you're voting for Epstein Island, you said?
It'd be so cheap. If we're just thinking like, we're talking about more money for the fighters, you know what I mean? We want to have a better living wage and stuff.
Can get it on the low.
Yeah, right?
That's hilarious.
You're just saying you don't know what's going to have infrastructure in place. That's got everything Red Rock. All the dungeons converted to change rooms, dude.
The dungeon.
Yeah, buddy. There can change rooms right there.
I'm just going to see if I can...
I have the full fight card right here, if that's what you're trying to pull up.
I'm trying to see if there's any details on this island.
No, it's still in the works. They haven't bought it yet. Because apparently there was...
This is close.
Yeah, apparently the original plan was to do it on like a native reserve, like back in the old days when they used to do casinos.
Yeah.
And then this island thing pulled through. So I don't know if it's the fights are on the island or the fights are on the native reserve.
Well, it says here right now, I'm a day or two away from securing a private island. I have a private island that I have secured. We're getting the infrastructure put in now, so I'm going to start doing the international fights too with the international fighters.
Get the mic close to your face because it's been low the last couple times.
So, seems like it's all a go, yeah.
Dude, that's actually hilarious. Like
Right
if you were to like give a stoner, like yourself, like okay, what's the fix to the UFC and the coronavirus case? And you're like, bro, buy an island. Oh, that's exactly what's happening.
Side note: Ngannou and
Rosenstrike. Yeah,
Rosenstrike.
So this card is actually nasty. So going down, obviously we can get into specific matchups, but Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje, Rose Namajunas versus Jessica Andrade, Greg Hardy versus Morgan DeCastro, Vente Luque versus Nico Price, Jeremy Stevens versus Calvin Kattar, Francis Ngannou versus Rosenstrike, Uriah Hall versus Jacare Souza. Then there's Alexander Hernandez versus Omar Morales, Ray Borg versus Marlon Vera, Kamal Worthy versus Michael Johnson, and then the other four I don't know. But that is a nasty card. Straight top to bottom.
I like Michael Johnson. He just came back recently, right? That's the Michael Johnson we're talking about, right?
I would be lying if I said for sure. I don't know. That sounds right. But
if that's who I'm thinking it is, yeah, he looked good from his last layoff. He won. I can't remember who he fought, but if that's a guy, like, low-key, I like that guy. He's been around back in the day. But anyway, side note.
I'm super excited for the Ngannou-Rosenstrike fight.
Though, dude.
Ngannou-Rosenstrike? Dude, that's a fight.
That's pretty stacked.
100%.
And that's the 18th, right?
Yeah, April 18th. So is that like... I'm just stoked for some sort of sports, man. Holy shit.
Away. Yeah, no doubt.
Especially because this is my last week of school, too.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to have fuck all to do for the next couple of weeks. So
that's a good way to celebrate, though.
Yeah, 100% it would be.
Nice, man. Nice.
Also, Rose has been off for what? How long? Like 2 years or something?
Yeah, I'm glad she didn't give it up, though. That's all.
She's so nasty.
Yeah, I want her to keep fighting.
I think one of my favorite knockouts of all time is when she clipped Joanna and then dropped in with the fucking boom, man, she's on the ground.
Thug Rose.
DC screaming Thug Rose.
Yeah.
Oh, so sick. So sick. That fight with Joanna was one of the most technical stand-up fights I've ever seen. Just straight up. It was so well fought on both parts. Okay. Let's go right to the cake in this, but Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje. What are your thoughts on the fight itself and then the circumstances?
I think Tony wins TKO.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say fourth round.
Fourth round, okay.
Yeah. I just think his strikes, it's just going to wear on him after a while. He's so good with it, man. When's the last time he fought?
He fought Cowboy.
Do you remember when that was?
It was a year ago now.
A year ago now?
Because he fought Cowboy and then...
I like Gaethje a lot, but I think Ferguson's is better. No disrespect.
Yeah, I think... So, 99% of the time I think Ferguson wins, but I've got a bad feeling about this, man. I think it's one of those things where, if I was Tony...
Do you know what the odds are? Sorry to cut you off.
I can pull them up after, but if I was Tony, I would not have taken this fight. You finally are getting your chance to actually fight for a real title against Khabib. This whole Corona shit happens, which is really, really shitty. But this isn't worth risking that shot. You've been wanting that fight for years and years, and you finally are getting your title shot, and now you're fighting for an interim again.
They're
Tony's
so
just
cursed, man. Like we talked last time, 5 times, right? They've tried to do this.
Yeah, and I just like, if I'm Tony, man, I just like, you know what? It sucks, but I'm not gonna like. Look at this. The odds are Tony's only a 152 favorite. Justin Gaethje plus 130. Justin Gaethje's fucking dangerous. It takes one shot.
Well, yeah, he's got the power.
And this is what scares me is Tony gets hit every single fight. If you go back and watch, because I'm like building up for this Khabib fight. I've been watching Tony fights.
Yeah.
Every single fight. The Cowboy fight, not as much, but like the Pettis fight and the fight before that, he was getting clipped. I specifically remember in the Pettis fight, he's getting clipped. He's fucking rolling away and doing stupid shit. Like, he gets hit every single fight, man.
The key, I think, for Justin is the leg kicks. If he's going to win the fights, it's going to be because of his leg kicks to Tony's legs.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I think he's got to take away his mobility, his power.
It's like we talked
about. Like he has a legit shot at winning, though.
Dude, he has such a legit shot that, like, if I was Tony, I would have been like, no. But Tony's Tony, and Tony's going to do Tony shit, and Tony's going to fight whoever's thrown in front of him. And this is the thing that you and I were talking about at work, is we were saying that, like, Tony might have, like, if Tony was more well off, he might not have had to take this fight, but it might be a situation where Tony is like cannot afford to pay his bills right now, and he needs this money.
And I think everyone wants to fight right now. To be honest,
as fans, yeah, but as a like looking.
No, I think as fighters they want to fight. They're the only sport going,
sure,
right? You know?
But even then, if I'm Tony's manager, or I'm like, okay, what is the best thing for Tony Ferguson himself? Taking this fight, I don't think is, man.
I don't know. I think UFC is like, fuck. It's like you either take the fight or you're in the doghouse, and what Dana wants is what Dana gets.
It's just so shitty, man. I hope to God on everything, and I really like Justin Gaethje. I hope to God Tony Ferguson wins this fight.
To be honest, I really have no skin in the game. I don't really care who wins, to be honest. I actually like Gaethje more than Ferguson, to be honest.
Really?
I do.
See, because Tony, like...
I always have. Like, I just like Justin more than just personally speaking.
My coach, he got his black belt from Eddie Bravo, and Tony's a black belt under Eddie Bravo as well.
Nice. That's
so,
cool.
like... For me, I'm like, Tony's like a 10th planet guy, right? So I'm like, fuck, I want Tony to kick ass.
Gotcha.
And so, like, if he fucking loses hitting out, he's a little bit of fucking crazy, man. Yeah. We all know that. El Kukui, he's fucking out there, right? He's an eccentric dude. I think that's... So did you see that Instagram video of, to go sidetrack here, of Sean O'Malley?
No.
So, Tony Ferguson...
Is that young? He's a young kid,
he's nasty, right?
Yeah.
Super sick.
Yeah.
Shout out Sean O'Malley.
I wanted to make sure it's the same kid I was
thinking he's so sick, dude. Tony Ferguson is like known for like being online posting stupid crazy ass workout routines. Just like he'll run from like a bike to go do this and yada yada yada.
Okay.
And Sean O'Malley posted an Instagram video of him smoking a joint, and he fucking he jumps on like a power bike, runs up, does like a kicking thing off the wall, kicks randomly, like just doing stupid shit. And he's like, shout out Tony Ferguson for the workout. Right?
Nice,
So like
nice.
Tony's such a fucking madman, and he's so out there, but he deserves to win, and he deserves an actual title fight. And if we lose the Khabib fight because of this, fuck, dude, I'm going to be so sad.
And, okay, we've said this before, too. All the big fights seem to be a letdown. And I'm kind of, like, not getting myself excited for this fight, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be, like, so hyped up, and it's just going to be like, oh, it was over like that, Just, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong, but like I said, doesn't bother me one way or another who wins, who loses.
It's gonna be a good fight because both these guys always come to scrap. It's never boring with either of them.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But I hope to God Tony pulls through, man. Fuck.
I think, damn, with that card, like, it's almost like it's for sure gonna be a good card. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
How the fights are.
We've talked about this. Like, if you're Dana White, this is the play. Like, you know how much press he's gonna get. Hey, we got a private island. We're gonna test everybody coming in and out. So we're going to do this legit.
And they can do those tests in like 13 minutes.
Exactly. And we're going to do it legit. And we're going to host UFC while nothing else is going on. Like, this just adds... Like, Dana White he's such a genius with this stuff. Like, he's like, no, we're going to make these fights happen no matter what it takes.
Yeah, it's going to be... until the first guy gets it.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
It's over. We talked about this. Right? It's over.
You have to, like basketball wants to do... Like, let's say, sequester everyone in Las Vegas. Everyone stays in Vegas and the hotel's quarantined.
Yeah.
They do summer league there anyways.
Yeah.
You could use the ballrooms as courts in the hotels. So all the production crew, players, coaches would all be staying in Vegas.
Yeah.
No fans, and that's how you do this.
It's just a sealed system, right?
That's how you do it. So that's what they're talking about, how they're going to end their season.
I heard the league was going to get canceled.
Sorry?
I heard like more rumors that Adam Silver's leaning towards canceling the rest of the season.
No, I didn't hear that.
Really?
This is what I've heard. This is like...
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope that's
the
right,
way
man.
I've heard that it's being presented. They talked about other places like Bahamas and Louisville.
Why
and
Louisville?
some other places, but
why Louisville?
not sure. Must be something with the infrastructure or something down there.
Weird. Okay.
But Vegas is already they already do summer league there. They're already built to handle this.
That makes sense, right?
So you might as well just do it there. Yeah. So I think, and now like we said, these tests you can do them in 13 minutes to find out if you have it. It's not like you're waiting too long. But I think that's the play now. And hopefully by football season, it's not an issue and you can play in front of packed fans.
I hope
And
so.
like, I won't even mind basketball, I don't think, with no fans. But football with no fans, I don't know, man.
Football's a little bit of a different animal.
Like, you know, when the fans going against the opposing QB, just roaring, like Seattle has the fans. Like, you know, you just have certain stadiums where you expect
because like some of those stadiums are like...
Imagine it would be dead quiet.
Yeah, and some of those stadiums are like 60, 80, 100,000 people.
For sure, yeah.
Right? And seeing one of those stadiums empty...
So, I can handle MMA, no fans. I can probably handle basketball, no fans. It's like a pickup game.
See, the UFC is the one thing that makes sense, though, is because it's two guys. It's their support staff. Each guy, say, has a team of 5 people, right? If there's 10 fighters, it's 100 people. If it's 10 people, you even give it 10 people per fighter, right? On the main cards, to double that so it's 200 people total that you have to worry about. Plus the UFC staff, that's maybe another 100 people. So really, it's a 300-person event.
Probably more than 100 people, man.
No, I'm saying for the fighters.
For the UFC staff?
No, for the fighters. So you can even triple that. Say
500.
Say 500 people.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard to everybody come in the same entrance, test. Yep, check. Okay, cool, good. It's easy to manage 500 people, but an NBA stadium packed with all the staff, with all the players.
Even NFL, like I have some stats.
But even with no
NBC
fans,
has 7 production trucks on one telecast. They have up to 200 employees.
Yeah, I don't know about NFL, man. NBA, I could see because you can do, like you said, you can do it in smaller venues. But NFL, I don't know.
I think NFL will just be weak with no fans.
I think so too.
NFL needs fans.
Yeah,
So.
I just don't know if it could even like regardless of fans or not. I don't even know if you can run the NFL.
But I mean, by then, hopefully, knock on wood, it's not even a worry. We don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know,
I'm honestly so over this Corona shit.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Like, 1, I'm bored out of my mind.
Yeah.
2, there's nothing going on to fix my boredom. And 3, everything I like, all the podcasts, all the stuff I usually entertain myself with, aren't running properly because all they're doing is fucking talking about Corona.
Yeah.
Even with us, like we talked about the last couple weeks, and now I'm talking about it again. But like, I'm fucking just over this shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'm also.
It's weird too because like everyone's over it, but like you said, everyone's talking about it because like that's all there is.
Because that's all there is, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's stuck inside. Everyone's doing the same shit, right?
No, I know. It's definitely a fucked up time, man.
Yeah. Combine that.
And don't look like it's ending anytime soon.
Oh, it's definitely not for me. It's definitely been a rough patch here. Fuck.
Yeah. Explain. You had a rough,
I had probably the shittiest weekend we've had in a long time. Well, actually, this is the thing. It actually started.
This is what you get for going to school. You know what I'm saying?
For going to school, just in general.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
I'm just kidding.
What was I gonna say? It started out as like a roller coaster. So beginning of the weekend was fucking really good because we now friend of the show Paul Felder, shout out, was giving us some love on Instagram, which was fucking cool. Raj and I are both absolute geeks about this. Paul Felder like liked one of our Instagram clips. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, it's Highly Unlikely Pod. We post like weekly clips and stuff on there. But he liked the video, and I DM'd him like a thirsty little thought, just saying, "Hey, we love your stuff," and this and that. And he was like, "Yo, the video was really, really good." We were super geeked out about that, and texting Raj, I'm like, "Yo, we made it. This is fame. It's only up from here." And then 2 days later, my car got broke into, and I lost $4,000 worth of camera gear.
Yeah.
So shout out Trey. If you guys haven't listened to Clouded Judgment, really, really good buddies of mine. That's their podcast, Trey and Noah. So shout out Trey using his camera.
Yo, shout out. Thanks, guys.
But yeah, I lost $4,000 worth of camera equipment to a fucking crackhead, dude.
Made his day though,
so burnt, bro.
And you're like, yo, the other cars didn't even get hit. It's like, yeah, we hit the jackpot on the first car.
So this is the thing, right?
Why would he try the other one?
But this is the thing.
I'm out of here, dog.
Is my bag, like my camera bag, wasn't in like exposed or anything. It was tucked into another backpack, tucked behind my seat pushed back. I have rear tinted windows. So
But if you're in there grabbing change, you're gonna. Just
But that's
look
what I mean,
around,
right? So
you're gonna look though.
of course, but the fucked up thing is, I would be okay with it if my camera bag was just sitting on the back seat like a moron, and and he just was like, "Ooh, camera, grab." But no, this guy clearly broke in to get change because change little things cleared out, change all over the floor. And he must have just reached in the back of something like, "Oh, sweet, backpack, yoink." I'm the only car. There's 4 other cars there. He just happened to pick mine.
Brutal.
Dude, I was so chapped when it happened. So I was with a friend.
I thought for sure too. I'm like, oh, white boy definitely has it insured.
No,
like, that's
dude,
what white people. That's what white boys do.
But realistically, I'm a moron and I'm kicking myself. Like,
and then I'm like, well, even if you don't have insurance, I'm like, house insurance.
But that's the thing is,
and then
didn't have that.
that was a no too. And
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
like,
I'm
okay,
a moron,
I'm
bro.
option,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
a fucking
like,
moron. But it was like I moved. New place was I've only been in there 3 months. Camera gear's only a couple months old. I haven't even really thought about it, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
And so, but now I'm kicking myself because it's only like $20-$30 a month for tenant insurance, and it covers everything between like my cameras, my laptops, like all that shit. Like
sure.
I have a lot of money worth of shit. Well, a lot less now, but yeah.
And trust me, I know, man.
Dude, and then so that's $4,000 gone, and then I ruined my friend's laptop.
Oh wow.
And then, so like I'm a moron again. We were studying. I like reach over to pass or something, and fucking just coffee right into it. And dude, it wasn't even like coffee on the top of it. It was like, this is the cup, right? It fell over right beside it and just poured up, right? And we are back. Dude, I'm actually devastated because that is so much work to fucking edit. I don't know what the fuck I hit, but our audio cut out, and we were recording for what, like 10 minutes? It wasn't that bad, actually. Could have been a lot worse.
I don't even know how long we were recording for.
It was like 10 minutes. We're okay. So if the audio is kind of weird on this and it cuts, that's why. But we were talking about
bear with us, all right?
We were talking about the USS Roosevelt situation that's going on.
Yeah, talk to me. Yeah, say it.
So for those who don't know, the USS Theodore Roosevelt, I think it is.
Yeah,
is like a U.S. naval warship or whatever, and that has like been having basically had a corona outbreak on the naval ship, and the captain Brett Crozier, I think is how you say his name.
Yeah, Brett Crozier. Yeah.
Has basically been asking for help. No one was helping him. And
so can I say what he said here?
Yeah,
sorry?
go for it. You got the exact words.
So basically, he says, "We are not at war. Sailors do not need to die. If we don't act now, we are failing to properly take care of our most trusted asset, our sailors."
And this was a letter he wrote with the intention of it getting out to the public, and so there would be public outcry. He instantly lost his job for it, but there was like 4,000 sailors on the boat, and there was 30% of them already had corona or something like that. It was some crazy number, and they were going to die. And so he did this knowing that he'd lose his job. And there's a video, and if you can hop on YouTube right now and look it up, of basically him walking off his ship because they had ported now. He got demoted, and all of the sailors are chanting his name as he's walking down the plank.
Yeah,
and it was one of the most like,
his name. It was pretty dope, man.
It was like chills. It was
for sure.
Really cool video to watch.
Like I said, that shit usually doesn't, I don't really care about that shit, but definitely, like, it totally gave me chills. And so days later, Trump reply was, "I thought it was terrible what he did to write a letter. This isn't a class on literature," he says.
What the fuck does
this
that
is
mean?
the captain of a massive ship that's nuclear powered. He shouldn't be talking that way in a letter. He's literally trying to save his own lives. Yeah.
And like we were saying before, there's a video of I guess it's the new naval secretary, going on saying that basically this guy's an idiot. He shouldn't have done that. He broke chain of command, and you can hear all the sailors in the background saying, "Fuck you! What the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck? Yeah.
He's saving our lives."
Totally, man.
And then so that was 5 hours ago, and then an hour ago he had to go on national TV and apologize, which is hilarious.
And then to top it off, Captain Crozier ended up getting the Rona.
That's so fucking brutal.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's too bad. But like you said, who doesn't love the guy now, right?
He's gonna get a job somewhere.
Yeah,
someone's gonna hire
publicly,
him.
He's one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's a national hero, like instantly
and he
overnight.
deserves it, though.
Fuck yeah, he does.
So yeah, leave it up to the administration to fuck it up, though.
Yeah, no shit, right?
So, sticking with those aircraft carriers, we all know like the technology involved to. Well, no, I guess we don't know, but we can assume the technology involved to get those going.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're costing up to $13 billion now to build one of them.
$13 billion.
13 billion.
That's actually cheaper than I thought.
So,
Have you ever seen an aircraft carrier?
well, I've like seen
Bro,
them
they
in
fucking
like passing, but
they
like you
launch jets off
Yeah,
those motherfuckers. Like that
nutty,
ain't a
dude.
small
Nutty,
small
man.
task, bro. That is
So-
a city.
that's okay. With all that being said,
Mm-hmm.
they don't know how to make toilets though.
Okay, give me the rundown.
So, 13 billion gets you no working bathrooms apparently.
Okay. Yeah, I think,
So they have 432 bathrooms on these aircraft carriers. So they use a system similar to the airlines, like a vacuum, I guess, system, whatever you want to call
it
it.
like suctions out all the
yeah,
shit.
Yeah. So
They've been getting clogged.
super clogged, and the only way to unclog them is an expensive acid solution, which costs $400,000 per use.
Okay, think about it this way. You've got 5,000 dudes.
That's some expensive,
dude. You got 5,000 dudes, right? They're all eating rations. Like you haven't seen a military ration, but you have an idea of what a military ration looks like. Like for those who like, you know what hospital food looks like, what it tastes like, that fucking spongy, pasty bullshit. There are 5,000 roided out dudes shitting their brains out. You bet your ass there's gonna be some fucking problems with that system.
Oh fuck yeah, man. So and apparently they've known about these problems even before this carrier went out. So in 2011, the USS Bush had problems on its maiden deployment.
Oh,
it averaged 25 calls a week to fix the bathrooms.
if you have to develop a $400,000 acidic solution, they better know. Like, there's these problems. Of course, they knew there were these problems.
Okay, they said the problem was so widespread that sailors were peeing in bottles and emptying them overboard and experiencing health problems. What does that mean? I want to know.
Buddy, I don't think it was bats that caused the Rona. This sounds like fucking on U.S.
And
naval
these
ships.
are the Navy, like, this is how you treat your best dudes.
If this is the U.S. Navy, what do you think the Canadian Navy
Imagine
looks
Russia,
like?
Imagine Russia roll by and was like seeing all the sailors peeing in bottles. Like, look at these fools over
Buddy,
here.
you're talking about Russia shitting over the side. They don't got toilets,
Yeah.
bro. What are you talking
They're
about?
like, we don't even have that problem. We're just assing over the side.
straight
dog.
up.
But I don't know, man. It's kind of like weird how you can have like some of the brightest minds and then they can't even come up with a working bathroom solution.
I thought it's like, and correct me if I'm wrong, and this is no disrespect to anybody who's a seaman. Appreciate all your guys' service. Appreciate all military branches. But I'm pretty sure it's a running joke that like if you can't make the Marines or the Air Force, you go to the Navy.
Oh, is that right?
I'm pretty sure. I could be like off spoken. I'm not saying that I believe that, but I'm saying that that's like I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Okay.
So when you say best and brightest in minds, I don't know that's shit.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess it just looks to be, you know.
But you would think though, like it's a $13 billion boat, you have a proper shitter on there,
Throw another bill in for the bathrooms, I guess.
right?
I don't know.
We're cutting
Apparently,
costs.
okay, so these cost $2.5 billion to run every year too. Eh?
Oh, for sure they do,
That's some crazy money, man.
bro. It's a town on
And
water.
they have a 50-year lifespan. So it's going to cost $123 billion for the lifespan for one to run for 50
That's
years.
pretty crazy. I wonder how many. I'm gonna look up how many warships they got.
That is nutty, man.
Because like
So-
I'm pretty sure the United States like has at least like a couple dozen of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The newer ones are $13 billion each. So the USS Bush and the USS Ford.
They have 20 aircraft carriers. Shout out to the Navy. Holy shit.
Well, they got that unlimited money though.
That's so wild. Okay, 20 of them, 13 bill each. Was that 200 and
It's 260.
that is billion just to make them.
And then it's
Another 20
$123 billion for one of them to run a year.
Wait, 123 billion. No.
Oh, sorry, 2.5 billion a year. Sorry,
Okay, I was like,
but
oh,
2.5 billion a year, but it's a 50-year lifespan, so that is 123 billion
times 20. But
times 20.
Yo, but that's like, okay, we're gonna throw out 1 trill to have the fucking most baller ass Navy in the world. Fuck yeah,
I guess.
do that shit all for 50 years. Fuck
Can't
yeah,
shit
bro.
there though. But yeah, we got the most balling aircraft carriers, but our soldiers are peeing in bottles.
Yeah, no shit.
That's the lamest shit I ever heard, dude. Seriously, bro.
That's
Oh
rough.
my
I also think
God.
like being trapped on a ship is probably like the last thing in the world I want to do.
Oh, yo.
You know what I mean?
Saying that, I looked. Cruise bookings are up 9% for next year. Don't ask me how.
Because they're probably cheap as fuck. You can probably book a year and a half out, and they're cheap as shit.
Yo, you couldn't pay me to take a cruise.
Oh, bro. If I'm paying
Get
only
the
$20 a night,
fuck
fuck
outta here.
yeah, I'm taking
No
a cruise, bro.
Fucking
hell yeah.
way. No, you couldn't catch
Really?
me. I would never do it. Ever.
Really?
Ever. No.
See, I'm just thinking like me and like
I did
a bunch
it
of my
once
buddies.
when I was like young with my parents.
See, but that's shit. I would never go on a cruise with my parents.
No, I had no choice.
But like you and a bunch of your friends?
Wouldn't do it.
Fuck
Would
yeah.
not go on a cruise.
But you're out of your mind.
I'd go like somewhere, but I'm not doing a cruise.
But
not for me.
There'd be so much goon shit happening. It'd be so fun. Just running around being absolute menaces.
Hey, we can do that goon shit on land. Fuck, I gotta be in the water, isolated with like I don't know how many thousand people. Get the fuck out of here.
You can get like I'm pretty sure there's specific like party cruises where it's like you have to be under 25.
Oh, what's his name?
Or you have to be under 30 to do it.
What's his name? Just got in the cruise game before all this Rona shit popped off. Was it Branson maybe?
I have no idea.
And he's doing exactly. He's like it's adult themed cruises.
Yeah.
So
that's what I mean.
I want to say it's Branson, but I seen the boat. It's stupid nutty. But again, I would never do it.
But if I do like maximum age is 35 years old, and the entire cruise is really just to drink, and that's the expectation, is it's just gonna be a shit show. Fuck yeah, it'd be so much fun.
Yeah, I guess. But you know what it'd be like? It'd end up being 95% dudes, sausage party, and you're all going after the same 10 chicks. Weak as fuck. I'll pass.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
You know? Yeah.
See,
man.
but the cruises are smart. You can limit who buys, and you do half price for chicks, so it's dirt cheap for them. They'll go on do cruises. They get half off to go on a cruise. They'll do that shit too. 100%. If I'm Richard Branson, that's the play. 'Cause you know how like at some clubs it's like chicks get in for $5, or it's chicks get in for free. Yeah. Right? Same thing on cruises. You do 50% off for chicks. That's the play. That's the play, bro.
I just see a lot of lawsuits. You know? That's like a lot of rapes right there, bro. That's all I see.
Bro, I'm just trying to have a good time, man. Lawsuits. And your mind's going to rape.
That's all I see, though. It's like a perfect setting for that shit. That's all I'm saying, man. And then whoever ship it is, Branson, you're footing the bill for all this? Oh, it's just like a headache.
You know how much money that would be, though?
Just a headache.
But like, think about it, right? If you have, how many people are on a cruise?
I want to say around 4,000, I'd guess. I'm just guessing, though.
And you have like 5 nightclubs on there. Each one holds 500 people. You know how much like money they would make off of that shit? You have like excursions with jet skis and shit, pulling into different ports. The problem is getting
your drugs on board because they have dogs and shit.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's why you couldn't really get into that much trouble, because it's not like you can run. You're on a fucking boat.
Well, like I'd have Tylenol bottle full of E.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is like you're saying there's gonna be it's gonna be a shit show. People like there's gonna be security everywhere. You can't run away. You're on a boat.
No, I'm saying like, yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't think it'd be that bad, dude. I think if you get proper security, girls half price. It sounds like a bitchin' boat.
Girls half price.
Straight up.
That should be the name of the cruise.
Buddy, when I own a cruise line, because I'm gonna buy cheap right now, and start my fleet of cruise ships, I'm gonna rival.
Bitches half price.
Buddy, I'm gonna rival the U.S. Navy, bro. I'm coming for 21.
That's crazy, man. What else you got on there, man? What else you want to chat about?
The USS thing. I want to talk about the UFC fights, and then I've been feeling sorry for myself for the rest of the weekend. So I really don't got a lot here, buddy. It's been rough.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure you covered whatever you wanted to cover.
No.
I got some shit here.
Give her shit.
So what do I got for sports here?
Nothing.
Actually, no, I got some shit here, I think. Oh, okay. Actually, a couple of things. With all this going on, especially like in places like New York, there's gonna be like a shortage of nurses, right?
Yeah.
So how many like D student nurses are gonna get passed through now?
Yo, I saw that it was like
straight up.
Yeah, I saw that
bitches on the border like are failing. They're like, no, don't worry, go ahead and graduate.
Buddy, C's get degrees, baby. That's all that matters. C's get degrees, bro.
So, well, hey, Bush, C student in Yale, president.
Yep. So it doesn't take a lot.
I'll take a D nurse, I guess.
Yeah, no shit. It's better than no nurse, bro.
But yeah, I was just thinking that, like, how many like borderline like D student nurses are going to become like full-fledged?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not
shout
gonna
out
be
to
good.
nurses. Good on you. You guys picked the right
But
profession.
did you
I
also
guess.
see that there was like a thing that got put out in the, I think it was in New York, but it could have been in Europe somewhere. Oh fuck! Saying that like we're looking for volunteer, either retired or people that have healthcare experience. We need help, and so like again, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, bro, I took nursing 101 or whatever the fuck it is, right?
How you just gonna like? How do you like just copy off the girl beside you when you're in the ER?
Yo, there's a
Like, how
lot
does
of
that
people
work?
though. That's why like a lot of times education doesn't mean shit, because half the time people didn't take it seriously. They didn't actually learn anything,
Right.
and they come out there with a fucking
Well, I guess
whatever
you're learning on
degree
the
it
job
is.
now. You know, you got no. Everyone's saying it's like wartime, right?
Yeah.
That's how the doctors are treating it. So I guess you're gonna learn, right?
Yeah, no shit.
So yeah, it was just something I was thinking about.
Yeah, where'd you get that mug?
Huh?
That mug.
Starbucks.
That thing is fucking adorable.
You like that? Eh?
Yeah, bro. You're just fucking looking at me.
Also, too. Okay, remember we talked about this. Everyone's like singing and shit, right?
What do you mean?
Out the windows.
Oh, like 7
Everyone's,
o'clock?
Like, everyone's like joining in and like, singing all the neighborhoods.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, once all this shit ends, and that one guy starts singing, he's gonna be like, "Shut the fuck up, dude!
Oh,
Trying
yeah,
to
straight
watch
up.
the game."
Straight up, dude.
You know what I mean? That shit's gonna end so quick,
so
bro.
fast, bro.
It's gonna be like 1 week after, everyone's just gonna hate everyone again. Everyone's being real nice now.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
But it also,
Everyone's gonna forget that shit real quick, man. Guaranteed.
someone's gonna get jumped.
Shit ain't gonna last, man.
But you see one motherfucker start to break out pans, and everybody's going,
But like, if I hear you fucking singing again, motherfucker.
yo, okay, so this is the thing is, I was driving, looking for the crackhead who stole my fucking bag when it happened.
Just driving in circles.
Oh, dude, no. I like patrolled around, like,
The raging,
because I was
bro?
with somebody, right? And then she was like, "Okay, we call the cops." First
Like,
thing,
out your window, who stole my fucking
dude.
shit?
First thing I did, I didn't call the cops. I didn't call ICBC. I literally was like, "Get in your car. We're going for a drive." And I fucking hunted looking for this motherfucker.
I don't blame you.
Drove
though,
around
man.
all around campus, all the bus loops,
sure.
all the nearby spots, everywhere. But
Just side eyeing everyone.
oh,
Everyone's
dude, I was
guilty
just,
at this point.
just
Yeah.
waiting to jump out and hit a motherfucker. But we drove by a fire station at 7 o'clock, and they had two trucks, pulled out like half onto the road with their sirens going.
Yeah. Everyone here in this
No, it's
neighborhood goes
dope,
off, too.
but at the same time, no one had any idea whether they were leaving or not. So people would drive
they're
up
like,
and just
what?
slam
What?
on their brakes. And so we watched about like 5 car accidents take place in the span of no bullshit 30 seconds.
Nice.
So it's like these people
That's
are trying to do
hilarious.
nice things, and all of a sudden they're causing car accidents
like it.
in front of fucking fire stations.
Yeah, if that shit goes on, all that honking and shit at 7 o'clock, once the shit goes away, people are going to be putting up with that shit. No more, man.
Yeah, fuck.
It's cute now, and everyone's like, oh, that's nice. But yeah, that's just going to end real quick.
We're just adding to the problem by causing car accidents.
So, we all love watching football games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Business Insider, so they did like a study, and they said out of the 174 minutes of a typical football broadcast, only 11 minutes include shots of the ball in play.
Yeah, I can believe that for sure.
The other 163 are commercials, take up about an hour, which is about a third of the broadcast. The rest of it is spent on shots of the players walking on the sideline, drinking energy drinks, or huddling between snaps.
But do you,
Not to mention replays, crowd shots, and other fillers.
do you remember when you first... This is going to be in like the 40s or the 30s for you, so it's going to be a while ago. But the first time you ever like watched football or tried to watch it and you didn't know the rules, and you were like, because for me, I specifically remember being at my grandma's place.
Okay.
It wasn't NFL, it was CFL.
That's where you went wrong.
Yeah, it was on Thanksgiving, and
Someone should have beat you right there.
yeah, I saw my parents. I got some white parents, bro. I got some white, God-fearing Christian
No,
parents.
I remember the BC Lions like winning the Grey
Yeah,
Cup,
we were
and I thought
nasty.
it was something.
We were nasty back in the day.
And then I saw NFL. I'm like, oh my god. So
but I remember
embarrassed.
sitting there and being so confused as to what the fuck was going on. I'm like, when do they play? Because they blow the whistle, they play for 2 seconds, and then they stop. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I totally could understand that
I don't remember.
none
me
of
not
that like actual
remembering.
action is the play.
I don't remember like me not remembering.
See, because I specifically remember not knowing the rules because I didn't learn about like football. Because my stepdad was all like, football's for fucking all this shit, and he's a fucking moron.
Yeah. See, nobody in my house watched sports. I got myself into sports. My
Okay,
dad
yeah.
never
I was
a
the
sports
same
guy.
way. I was the same way. My pops had season tickets to the Canucks, but I didn't really care about
Oh,
hockey.
dope. Still, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. But I specifically remember, I think I was like 10 years old and trying to figure out the rules by myself. And my grandma, because she was a big CFL fan, she sat down and like went over the rules with me.
That's so different than NFL.
Yeah.
3 downs instead of 4.
But you get the idea, right?
Yeah, but it's still like way more passing in CFL.
Way more.
The ball's different. Like, I don't know.
CFL's whack.
It is super whack, bro. It's like watching high school kids.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect to CFL players, but when you watch NFL, like...
Who was the buddy? It was his nickname was Johnny Football. He was a Cleveland Brown. Johnny Manziel. He went to a CFL team.
Yeah,
played like 2 games or 2 or 3 games, and then got booted. It's just hilarious.
He just can't keep his...
I think he was just a moron on the team. It wasn't even like he was playing terribly. I think it was just him being a dumbass off the field.
He's done, man. Like, I can't... And, like, speaking of done, too, how much money did McMahon lose with that XFL, dude?
He was doing well before it went under.
Well, it's done. Like,
yeah, man. I don't know what you do now.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know. And then even if he does get it going with NBA and all the other ones, like who's watching XFL?
I think they canceled the season. The season's already canceled. Like it's
over. I wonder how
over.
that works. Do you have insurance for that kind of stuff? Like, how much money are you out?
A lot.
Oh,
I saw that like the NBA is going to lose like $400 billion in revenue if the season gets fully canceled. Like from when it stops to end the season.
That's why it's not gonna.
Yeah.
They're not paying back that much TV ad money. There's no way. They put their money in already. They're not paying it back, dude. That's why they're like, let's get this going. Who cares if it's not in front of any fans? They're not giving back the money.
Just so they can fulfill contract obligations.
Yeah. And let's get this thing rolling. So
yeah, no shit, eh?
I think that's the deciding factor in all this is the ad revenue that companies have already paid for.
It would have to be, right?
I think that's a driving factor of getting this shit done. That's why I think they're not going to... Canceling is not an option, I don't think. Not right now. Still a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder... You know what I wonder? Actually thinking about this. I wonder if the amount it costs to buy an ad on like primetime TV, I bet you it's gone up since the virus hit. Because there's more people at home. There's more people watching TV.
I don't know how that works. Like...
Because it's based on numbers, right?
But how far in advance do you pay for your...
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I don't know. So,
but I bet you, like, if you're booking for a slot tomorrow versus a slot 4 months ago, it'd be significantly more now because there's way more eyes inside. You mean dumb?
But are people way more eyes? But are those eyes on traditional TV? No, they're on Netflix and
it's still going to be more
Amazon.
Though. It's definitely percentage, not as many as they used to be, but
it's
still going to be more.
It will be more.
It will be more. It just is, right?
But like, I think more people now, they ain't fucking with traditional TV.
One thing I saw is that a lot of times, like for me, if I'm fucking with traditional TV, which is very rare, usually just sports.
Same.
As soon as the game, like we go to commercial break, I'm instantly on my phone, so I'm not even watching the ads.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm pretty much am too, I guess. So.
But that's the thing is everybody is nowadays. So it's like, okay, how much of a return are they actually getting on these ads, right?
Yeah, I don't see it being like we were talking the other day too. Okay, Super Bowl, 5 million. What are you getting?
So Super Bowl, I think is different. I think Super Bowl, and shout out to Gary Vee. He said this. He said that it's the one time the entire year everybody wants to watch a commercial.
Oh, for sure.
You have no other time where a person is wanting to look at your ad and be completely engaged with your ad.
But not everyone wins in Super Bowl commercials.
No. But it's the one time a year where you have that much national exposure on your ad.
You just want to be the most talked about commercial.
Exactly, man. Yeah, that's it.
For sure.
But that's why it's worth that much money. Gary Vee, I think he's like a marketing kind of mogul. Okay. He owns like a social media marketing, like not conglomerate, but I guess a corporation. Basically, he does work for like, he figures out the marketing campaign for like Colgate, Budweiser, all these big companies, right? And he said that until the Super Bowl isn't watched by as many people, there will always be value in that. He's like,
it's always a
normal TV ads are going down, except for Super Bowl ads.
Right. They're still going up for sure.
There was a to continue on the tangent. There was a I think it was maybe like 6-7 years ago. Pepsi decided to pull all of their money out of the Super Bowl commercial, and they made this public. They said, we are going to pull all of our money out of the Super Bowl commercial, and we're going to do it, I forget the name of the program, but we're basically going to support local grassroots programs, be it sports, be it charities, be it whatever it is, all the money from a Super Bowl commercial, we're going to run this campaign, right?
Okay.
They saw, after 2 years, they shut it down because they had a better return on investment from the $5 million in Super Bowl ads versus the $5 million they put into grassroots shit.
Really?
Yeah.
They tried.
They tried. They tried to be good people, right? But at the end of the day,
they're like, this is not really working out.
No. Super Bowl odds are king.
Billy Joe Saunders, was going to fight Canelo. Do you see what he did?
No. Oh, I did see this. I did see this. Talking about how to beat a woman.
Oh, my God. Yeah. So,
okay, we have to give the preface to this.
Go hard.
Billy Joe Saunders is a good guy.
I have the video here.
Billy Joe Saunders likes...
Well, that's going to be debatable after I play this video.
I have to give this because he likes to be a borderline comedian. He likes to do viral YouTube clips and make funs, and he was doing this to be sarcastic and funny. But you listen to it, and it's like, you should never do this ever again, bro. It's bad.
Okay, let me see. I'm going to play this here. Here you go.
Hello, people. Just finished training. A couple of layers of clothes on. It's a bit cold here in the barn. Just want to make a little video. Just for all you dads, husbands.
Dude, this is so bad.
If you've got girlfriends, etc. Obviously, this COVID-19 is getting very serious, and we're isolated away in, very tight spaces. So, right, if your old woman's giving you a little bit of mouth, and you try to be patient, you try to be calm, cool, but after the 7th day or 6th day, shall I say?
It sounds like it's personal.
About to explode. All of a sudden,
actually, it was the 6th day.
Spitting a bit of venom in your face, ready to say something. You may have left the dishes out. You may have, I don't know what you've done, but you've upset her. So as she comes in, she's coming at you and you've lost it. Just keep it safe with the hands. So as she comes in, she's just about to say something. All of a sudden, you explode. Bam! On the chin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
on the chin.
Oh my God. Dude.
She may flash and see white thinking, what's just happened? Has he done it? I can't believe this. Whoa, what's happened? She don't know what's happened. She's in a state of horror at the minute. She don't know what's gone on. That flashes comes. And all of a sudden, you just...
No, I don't know, bro.
No.
Spring up.
Hey, you spring up. You give her a left hook, he says. Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah, that's what you do.
That should do the trick.
Yeah, that should do the trick, he says.
That should do the trick.
Yeah,
dude.
That should do the trick, Billy Joe.
It's so bad.
So
it's not even like a little.
That's not even funny.
It's not even a little bit funny.
No,
not even a little bit.
No, totally missed the mark there, dog.
It's so bad.
So his license got pulled, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, his boxing license got suspended after that.
Really?
Yeah. So, and I guess rightfully so.
I disagree with that.
But I guess that's a violation of whatever. They obviously had the right to pull.
He clearly is a moron, and this is gonna hurt his own personal brand, his own personal image enough. Give him a slap on the wrist and be like, "Hey, dumbass," because he issued an apology right after.
He'll get it back in like 90 days.
But
it's
still,
gonna be one of those suspensions. You're getting the Rona
just a
suspension.
slap on the wrist. Okay.
Who's he fighting anyways? He's not fighting anybody anyways. You know
right
what
now,
I mean?
I guess.
So
yeah.
suspend me 2 months. There's gonna be no
but
fighting
dude, like,
anyways.
That's some damage to his brand. Because you think about it this way, if someone who doesn't know Billy Joe Saunders doesn't know that he likes to clown around, he just looks like
his
a
own
piece
manager
of shit.
Was disgusted by it. So, and that guy's gonna have your back more than anyone probably.
Yeah, it's rough.
You know
It was rough to watch.
It's super rough. So
right on the chin.
Oh man. So going from him.
Thanks for the form, the technique tips.
Going from him to another swell guy. Do you remember Alden Smith? Do you remember who he was?
That sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
He used to play for the 49ers. He's been suspended for a while now. I think since 2015 was the last year he played. So he signed with the Dallas Cowboys this past weekend. 1 year, $4 million deal. Like I said, he's still suspended, but they're pretty confident that he'll be off the commissioner's exempt list.
Yeah.
So he spent from 2011 to 2014 with San Francisco and 2015 with the Raiders. He's had 3 arrests involving DUI, 3 felony counts of possessing illegal assault weapons.
Sounds like a swell guy.
An arrest on suspicion of making false bomb threats at the LA International Airport, as well as charges of a hit and run, vandalism, and then 3 years later was accused by his fiancée of domestic violence, and he pleaded no contest to 2 misdemeanors stemming from that case. and did 90 days in jails and 3 years probation.
Okay, what do you do now? What's going on?
So, well, no, he just signed with Dallas.
He just did that? Okay.
He just signed with Dallas this weekend. So, of course, Jerry Jones is like, hell yeah, I'll take you. You're a stand-up guy.
Jerry Jones
could
is always
totally
like
use
that.
you.
Wasn't he part of like the Kaepernick era in like that run?
Yeah,
that
he
team,
was
right?
on that team.
Yeah, okay.
And like, he was a hell of a player. He was 7th
remember.
overall pick in 2011. He was a beast, like 6'4", 265. He had 33 and a half sacks in his first 2 seasons with San Fran. He was like legit, like looking at to be one of the greats, and then just fell apart big time, man.
Is Dak known as like a stand-up guy?
I'm not too sure. Like, I know
because Jerry Jones always.
I haven't heard anything bad about him though.
Okay, because I know like Jerry Jones always takes kind of risks on people.
Oh yeah,
He
like,
doesn't
clearly
give a
here.
fuck.
Like,
He
this
doesn't
is a
give a
total
fuck,
Jerry
like,
Jones. No
at
one
all.
else would have touched Alden Smith.
Yeah.
I can guarantee that, except Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
So, but if he's right on it,
Oh, if he's right,
it's
he's
gonna
right.
make him look like a genius.
Fuck yeah, it
And if
is.
he's not,
The NFL overlooks
he's
shit.
just like, whatever. I'm gonna cut you in 2 weeks, and no one's gonna remember.
It doesn't matter really realistically if you can play ball and you add to a team. It don't matter what you've done. You'll get on an NFL roster.
I'm sure you're gonna get a motivated Alden Smith, right?
Speaking of like douchebags getting shots at teams, did you see AB working out with Lamar?
No, I didn't see that.
So this was in Baltimore, I believe. But who was the third? It was Lamar, AB, and another receiver working out together. And there's now like crazy speculation that he's going to get on the Ravens.
Not a
And the
chance
Ravens
in hell.
owner came out and was like, not a
No,
fucking
I know those guys.
chance.
I know those guys. No, I don't. I mean, I'm not saying personally, but I know those guys. Not a chance in hell.
No.
Would they let AB on the Ravens? No way.
Especially with Harbaugh too.
No, not a chance, man. So, I mean, maybe good on Lamar trying to get AB a look or whatever it is. If he's coming from that angle, I'm trying to get him help or maybe a look. Good on you.
Do you think he ever plays again?
No.
I don't think so either. He doesn't deserve to. I think he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, there you go. First of all, he doesn't deserve it. And, well, you know what?
Okay, but Lamar
I'm going to take that back.
Lamar with AB, holy fuck.
I'm going to take that back.
Holy fuck.
Jerry Jones would pick this guy up in a heartbeat.
This is what I'm saying. Is I don't think
So
he deserves
I'm
to.
going to take that back and say I think he still has a chance.
This is what I'm saying. Is I don't think he deserves to. He's a piece of shit. But I think if you can add something to a football team to repeat what I just said, you will play.
Problem is, though, he's going to be suspended and nobody knows how long yet. So this is where everyone's waiting.
The suspension hasn't come down yet?
No.
Okay.
So
he's just indefinitely
no
right
one's
now.
going to sign him until that happens.
There's a lot of...
And Goodell's in no hurry to make it happen. Well, he's not going to do him no favors.
Yeah.
So, but let's say it's a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's still going to take a chance on
I think
him.
so,
It's the
man.
NFL.
Straight up.
They'll give him a chance.
Buddy, 2
So,
years from
yeah,
now,
I expect him back.
it's going to be ripping up the CFL, bro. Johnny Manziel type shit.
I don't even know. No, I don't think anybody touches him, especially if he's...
Did you see that? He posted on Instagram. He's like, oh, I'm going back to school or
And
whatever when the first suspension
No, I didn't
happened.
see that, no.
Like 2 weeks later, yeah, I'm not doing it anymore.
And it's like... And the reason why, like... Just like, I don't know, like, it's not a good look to treat women like that in these days,
Oh, 100%.
So you can't come back from that. And then plus the dumb shit with the moving truck driver.
I think
just
it's...
like,
See, the thing is, I think even if he had all this home shit going on, if he wasn't a cancer in the locker room, he'd still be on a team. Even with all the
he's
shit.
a god on the field, dude.
On the field, but he's a cancer to the locker room.
Oh, for sure.
right?
100%.
This is what I mean, is if he was...
That's why he's not worth the risk.
But that's what I mean.
in my
If
eyes.
he was good in the locker room, and obviously he's good on the field, don't matter if he's doing all the shit he's doing off the field, he'd still be on a team right now.
Yeah.
The NFL is so twisted like that.
He just can't keep his mouth shut. He just never knows when to shut his mouth.
Like we talked about before, I think he's got harsh CTE. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, I think he's just a dick.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we can talk about that after, actually.
Yeah, what up?
This is like completely different train of thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
Completely. Because I thought
Talk to
about
me.
Connor. Now that Connor's not going to be obviously fighting Justin Gaethje, what does Connor do? Because we haven't talked about Connor in a while.
I don't know what he does.
Because Khabib's obviously going to fight winner of Tony Gaethje. Obviously.
I don't know. It's
What
a
does
good
Connor do?
question, man. That's a really good question.
I'm going to pull up that division.
I don't want to say it, but
Say it.
Diaz.
Yeah, I really hope that doesn't happen right now.
I don't either, but I said it.
Yeah, I genuinely.
I don't know, man. It's because you got to understand. It's got to be a fight that's going to generate buys, and so I don't know. I think that's the only one right now I can think on top of my head.
Yeah, I really hope that doesn't happen, but I could definitely see it. That would be really shitty. Okay, so yeah, what? That division is Khabib, Tony's number 1, then Poirier, Connor, Justin, Dan
Poirier
Hooker.
is fighting who now too?
Did it get announced?
Fuck.
I'm gonna look it up. I don't think I saw it.
There's a rumors. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be fighting somebody, or rumored to be fighting somebody. So I think Poirier is not a choice, to be honest. I could be wrong.
I'm not seeing anything here.
Fuck.
But either way, I could see Connor fighting.
That Poirier Connor fight would be disgusting, bro.
Poirier fight. I think Poirier murks him. Dan Hooker, he could fight. Dan Hooker's not a big enough name. No one really wants to see that. See, Connor, it's kind of like for Connor, like obviously a Tony fight would work, a Khabib fight would work.
I think Connor would knock out Hooker too.
I think so too. I think for Connor, it's got to be either Tony or Khabib.
I would take Connor Poirier.
That's a good fight, dude. I think Poirier wins that
for
fight.
sure.
I think.
I think I'll take Connor.
I think Poirier is a good enough. You want to put $20 on it, and if it ever happens?
Yeah, I'm down.
I think Poirier is a good enough boxer that he.
He's so sick with the hands.
He can manage distance and not get clipped. In order, like he can manage distance well enough to actually get on top of Connor.
And Connor's a perfect opponent for him because Connor ain't trying to take nobody down.
No.
And that plays right into Poirier's game.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it would be
that's actually a really
bro.
good matchup. Actually,
I think it'd be great. That's gonna sell a hell of a lot of fights, and it's gonna be action packed.
And you know what? To be really honest with you, Dustin Poirier is a fucking stand up guy, and he deserves a payday. I'd be really happy if Dustin Poirier got that fight.
He's like an OG. He's been around for a while.
That's a sick fight. Also, like I'm just looking at like all these divisions right now. There's a lot of whack shit. Like what happens with welterweight? Because like Kamaru is gonna fight Masvidal, right? I think that's getting announced. I've seen a bunch of rumors with that.
When's that gonna happen, dude?
It's just rumors that it's actually like it's in the works to get signed. I saw that I think it was Ariel Helwani, or it was somebody else reputable, said that both of their camps have agreed to the fight.
Okay.
Which is a sick fight. What do you think happens there?
Kamaru wins.
I think Kamaru wins too.
And yeah, I'm gonna say knockout Kamaru.
I could see a TKO. I don't think a knockout. I think TKO. I think he puts him on the ground and he mauls him.
No disrespect to Jorge. He's dope.
Jorge's one of those guys though that needs to establish range. He likes to pick people apart, and if you rush him and he hasn't
a sick ass fight though, dude.
Yeah, it's a good fight. I think Kamaru wins that though.
Yeah, for sure.
Kamaru wins that. Israel, he fights Paulo Costa, which is scary.
That's
scary,
dope,
dude. That's a good fight. Volkanovski. Who does he fight?
Did you see he wants to go at Holloway and beat him again so he could be like the best ever? Did you see that?
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I could. That I'm looking at this division. After Holloway, it's Ortega, Zabit, Korean Zombie, Rodriguez. Like,
real talk, he can do it.
The only fight I really want to see is Holloway, to be honest with you.
And I think he can do like a better job than he did the first time.
Fuck yeah. I'm also excited for actually this Henry Cejudo Jose Aldo fight. I think that'll be a sick fight too.
Yeah, I got to.
I think Cejudo wins, but I think it'll be a good fucking fight.
Yeah, and Aldo looked better than I thought last time.
Yeah, man, he made that weight cut like.
Yeah, I thought the weight cut was gonna be the death of him, and he looked really good, dude. So yeah, shout out to him for sure.
Who did he tee off on again?
Let
me look it up.
Come on, man. You know I can't remember like that, dude.
Fuck, I'm so bad for this shit too. Hold on, I'm just pulling up his stuff right now. He teed off though. He looked good.
Moraes?
It was Moraes. Yeah, it was Moraes. That was. Yeah, Moraes. It was 3-round decision, but he fucking won that. No. We're totally off on this. It was a toe-to-toe fight. I remember being downtown watching this fight, and Moraes won.
Yeah, Moraes did win, but everyone was like...
Jose Aldo should have won that fight.
It was definitely debatable, what I remember.
No, I remember being downtown, because that was the weekend of my birthday. And I remember being
I remember
pissed.
Aldo looked way better than I thought he did. I thought Maurice was going to rip him
straight
apart. And it wasn't like that at all.
No, Jose Aldo. I remember Jose Aldo had octagon control the entire time, and he was stalking the entire fight.
Oh, did you fucking... This is some of the dopest shit I watched besides Tiger King.
Okay, I seen it.
Yeah, talk to me.
Overrated.
Oh, I fucking
I thought it was dumb as shit.
I guess I love the dirts. I don't know what it is.
So this is the bit of a fucked up thing is I press play on just like click Tiger King, press play, and I guess somebody else had been on my Netflix, so I watched the last episode first.
Oh.
I watched the ending episode first.
So wait, someone's joining your Netflix?
Pardon? Yeah. I know I'm doing someone else's Netflix.
Oh, nice.
So whoever's Netflix it is watched it first, and then I went back and I was so confused. So I went back and watched episode 1, and I watched all of episode 1, and I was like, I wouldn't have kept watching this series. I think
Fucking
this is the
loved
dumbest
it.
shit, dude.
Loved it, dude. I guess you could call it my guilty pleasure. I love dirt.
It's hilarious, but I wouldn't have watched that whole series all the way through.
How does he get 19% of the votes to be governor of Oklahoma?
That's pretty fucking funny.
Like, shout out Oklahoma. What the hell's wrong with you guys? Holy fuck. Are you kidding me, man? This is what's wrong with the United States right here.
You know
20% of people voted for this guy, dude.
You know what's really wrong? Is that I saw this thing on, I think it was Twitter or Instagram, and it was some chick being like, I can't believe out of all the things that people are mad about at Tiger King, people are mad at the fact that Carol Baskins killed her husband. Whatever. That's some feminist bullshit.
Yo, she killed her husband.
Yo, straight up she did.
Straight up, yo.
And everybody on Twitter was like, yo, dumbass, she actually killed someone. We don't know if...
Cops are like opening up a case against her and like really looking into this now.
Yeah.
So, but yo,
dude, there's some
people
hilarious
don't just disappear like that, okay?
Not a chance.
Like, she was laughing about it on the dock, like when they were talking to her. And like,
she scares me more than almost anyone in that dock. Yeah, she's a weird.
She's the one that should be in jail.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You know what I mean? So okay, but so the Scott Storch Manny Fresh beat battle. Did you hear about this?
No.
Fuck, man, it was so fucking sick. My buddy texted me this. He's like, check this out. So, two of the biggest producers, Scott Storch, obviously bigger name than Manny Fresh, and they were going hit for hit.
Okay.
So Scott would play one song.
Yeah.
Manny would play, and they did 20 tracks, bounce them off.
Was this like live on a podcast?
Everyone on live, everyone chiming in.
That's sick.
Oh man, it was so dope. It was like an hour and something. It was just like one of the best shit I've seen. And like, I don't know if you heard like DJ D Nice, the set that he did.
No.
So in the middle of March, he used to be with like Boogie Down Production. He's like a legendary DJ. From his apartment in LA, started like spinning records, turns into this huge thing for a few consecutive days, culminates on the Saturday. There's, I want to say, over 100,000 people tuned in. I'm talking Obama's, Will Smith.
Hell yeah.
Everybody.
He's just going off.
And he's spinning records for like 9 hours straight.
That's
dude.
fucking sick.
Club Quarantine, he called it.
That's so sick.
And it's like, yo, these beat battles, these DJ sets, like,
it's a legit
innovative.
thing.
Like, this is the new shit?
Yeah.
Like, I'm all down for this. And like, okay, so this beat battle,
but dude,
Timberland and Swiss Beats went at it.
Yeah. But this is
they
like
got some gay ones too, but like T-Pain, Little John.
This is like even besides the hip hop community. So like I'm like used to be really big into the EDM community, and there are live virtual sets and concerts that have been going on for the last month. Right now,
yeah. See,
almost every single night,
I'd be so stoked.
Like
for
almost every single night, some of the biggest DJs, like
Tiesto,
so Rez, all those guys are like bumping sets from their house, from their studio, and it's blowing up.
I'm all for it, man. I thought it was so dope, dude.
I seen it was actually another Gary Vee quote. He was saying this quarantine thing, it'll actually be dope because all the people who are going to be successful when it comes to putting out music in quarantine are only going to be the people who are talented, because it's just you watching a video, and if they're shit, they're shit, and that's the only, you know what I mean? It's just you can only rest on your talent.
Yeah, no.
So it'll separate. I
love it, man.
The cream of the crop will rise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's 6'9" to go to jail.
Okay, what is that? That's 42 into part 2. Okay, yeah, continue.
He got early release from prison.
Yeah.
Because of the Rona.
We should almost keep that in there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he really is though.
Yeah, straight up, bro.
So yeah, he gets to serve out the rest of his time on house arrest. Obviously, people are trapped. And did you see the video from him leaving jail?
No.
Yeah, dude. So obviously he's fucking happy as fuck. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, man.
I saw him chime in, and this part was actually really, really funny. There was like a thing that
snitching thing.
Yeah, did you see that on New York?
He's like, what did he say? I'm on it, or what did he say?
It was like a press release by the NYPD saying that like we're gonna any like anonymous tips for businesses that are like breaching quarantine, like please like here's the hotline or whatever. And 6ix9ine commented, "Yo, on that shit" or whatever.
Of course he is. Captain Snitch over here, man. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens. You think this guy lasts or what?
So this is what we talked.
I think nobody touches this guy.
We talked about it for a while ago. We said that there's going to be. I said it was going to be like 4 or 5 weeks before there's like an actual attempt. But now with all this Corona stuff, I think it might just blow over. You know what I mean? You
got to think though too. You know how many eyes are on this guy right now? Who thinks they're gonna get away with this? Even if they do it.
And this is the thing: is with Corona, there's way less people on the street. There's way less stuff going on. You can't really like. It's pretty obvious if someone's coming after you. You know what I mean?
Yo, they let Zimmerman live, man.
I don't know.
They're gonna let the guy who killed Trayvon. You know, the black kid with the hoodie.
No.
Nah, anyways, okay. They let Zimmerman live. They're gonna let 6ix9ine live.
He'll be fine.
Not even that excited, but Joyner dropped his album finally.
I listened to it. It's really not good, and I love Joyner. We talk about Joyner.
It was like all right,
all
like,
the time.
Yo, I was like super bummed. Like I didn't, like I said, it's like I felt like I already heard the album. I wasn't even like geeked to listen to it. I did obviously, but
like his singles that he's dropped are nasty and they're fucking unreal. But everything else was.
You should have dropped that shit when he was doing that shit with Eminem.
Yeah, man.
You're not gonna get no more marketing and hype around you.
No, because you've had the marketing and hype build up. You had these singles come out, and then you're just like, I'm gonna just run it, and then actually, okay, fucking now here's the album. Like it was just
for success wise, I want to see that guy do good.
Yeah,
you want to capitalize.
It was such like I think it was just such a poorly executed plan. I genuinely think it was. We released a couple singles. We're gonna continue, and then he even mentioned it in one of his songs. They were sick. He even mentioned it as one of his songs, saying that he's just gonna keep dropping singles and for the whole album. And then the newest singles that have come out haven't been hitting. So I think he was like, "Fuck it, let's just put out the album," and it flopped. And it's so shitty because I fucking love Joyner, man.
Yeah, I'm confident in his work though. He's like a great rapper. So yeah, I don't know who's like really responsible for that. But failed miserably.
It was not good.
Nonetheless, so, yeah, man. Jay Electronica, did you listen to his album?
No, you were talking about it last time.
Oh, I was?
You mentioned his name. We were talking about that. Maybe it was 2 episodes.
Oh, because you were talking about that
Jay-Z
verse. Yeah. So I listened to the album.
It's good.
It is good, but there's like.
It's not gonna lie, I don't know who that is.
It's one of those albums that you have to like go back and listen to because like. He's a big Nation of Islam guy, okay? So a lot of references that he says, I don't know what he's talking about. Like
Charlemagne type shit?
Yeah, so Charlemagne broke it down even too. And like even listening to Charlemagne breaking down, I still don't know what these guys are talking about, man. Like
you should know.
What it's just like doing, bro? You know what I mean though? Like so it's a lot of shit over your head and like so a lot of people are giving him flack. Like we had talked about him. He's been signed since 2008 to Jay-Z's.
So who is...
Never came out.
So who is this guy?
Like, Jay Electronica. I can't remember where he's from. He was like huge, but he dropped some Exhibit C. You need to listen to that. Okay. That's like one of the craziest rap songs ever. So he drops that song, I want to say around 10 years ago.
Yep.
So much hype. Signed to Jay-Z. Everyone wants him to come out. Just Blaze, who was a big producer, was doing songs for him. Like, yo, he couldn't have had it any better. Never dropped an album.
Weird.
Never dropped an album. Kept saying albums coming out here or there, whatever. Finally drops it, which is cool, right? Everyone waiting for it. Pretty positive responses, but like, what ended up happening? Like, Jay-Z's on every song, which I love Jay.
No.
But this is your debut album.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Like, give me all of you, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, the album starts with Farrakhan talking and Jay-Z rapping, and then Jay Electronica. Like, you should be the first voice on the album of your album.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? And like,
So is it legitimately Jay-Z's on every single song?
yeah, I want to say like 8 out of the 9 songs or something like that. Pretty much every
I
song,
wonder
dude.
why.
Everyone's saying that it's like Watch the Throne 2.
I was gonna say Kids See
That's
Ghost.
what everyone
type
was
thing,
calling
right?
it. So, like, it was a good album. Like I said, a lot of it over my head, but like I'll still bump it again though.
It's worth listening to.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But it's like one of those things that you're not going to probably catch the references.
I'm not the biggest, and this might piss a couple people off, but I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan.
Okay.
Just
yeah.
like
Well,
obviously,
each to their own, man.
And it's not even like his lyricism and what he talks about is super relevant and it's super well thought out and he's obviously intellectual and smart because I really appreciate lyricism, but I just don't like the way he flows at all.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, yeah.
And so like, literally the fact that he's on every song might actually stop me from listening to the album.
Fair enough.
But Exhibit C, you said, was the song to check out.
Yeah, that's
I
like,
gotta listen to that.
that's like probably his best song. I don't think he could ever top that song.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be shitty if he kind of like one hit wonders it. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
That'd be a little disappointing.
I think he's just going to be one of those guys that is a really, really good rapper, but just
Never lived
commercially, just
Never
he'll
lives
be
up to
fine. He'll have money, but he's not going to be a top 3 guy.
He's never gonna live up to potential.
But that's subjective though. Like,
Well,
I think he's a great rapper.
Yeah, when I say potential, I mean like if you're good, you're gonna record sales don't lie.
But
right?
a lot
like,
of those guys that are like really intellectual rappers.
like, give me an example. Who are you thinking right now? Like career wise, who do you think he'll compare to?
Okay, put it this way. Okay, Nas,
Okay.
one of the greatest rappers ever.
To people who
one
know,
of the greatest lyricists ever.
to people who know rap, but not like general populace.
He's a rapper's rapper.
Yeah, exactly.
Now he never had the sales like some of these other guys.
Yeah.
But everyone respects him.
Everybody
like he had the sales of the number 1 guy.
Everybody who knows rap,
So
and
I think Jay Elect will have the same respect.
rap. I have another question.
Rappers will respect him, but I don't think he has the sales to match the other guys.
I have a theory.
No disrespect. That's just how the game works.
Yeah, I have a theory. Do you think? Because normally, like, if you're just dropping mixtapes and you're just putting out singles and stuff, right? Yeah, I got a timer here. Oh, okay, actually, yeah, okay, we'll call it after this. But we should be good because they recorded till 1:20.
Just letting you know.
Yeah. If you're dropping, if you get signed to a record label, obviously you're putting out mixtapes, you're putting out singles, mixtapes. You can actually have a body work before you get signed. You don't really get signed off of one song, but Exhibit C is the song that got him signed at least, right? Do you think?
From what I remember, yeah, this is a long time ago, but that was the song.
So do you think?
There was Shiny Suit Man, I think was another one, which is on this album, but it's a super old song too. Okay. Sorry.
So do you think that? Because realistically, if you're getting signed, you're like, okay, I got stuff planned. I'm gonna get in the kitchen. I'm gonna start cooking. Do you think that he didn't put out his own music because of insecurities, and there was like,
nah, I don't know what it was, but definitely not
because,
that.
but
like I said, he's like
but someone being on your every single song of your debut album, there's something going on there.
It's almost like he didn't even care though.
But that's what I mean. He's
like, I'll just do it when I do it.
See, but I think that there's more to it than that. I think that maybe it's like he wasn't sure, and then so Jay-Z came in and started helping him, and then maybe they were like, I really like these Jay-Z songs, so let's do it again. These are bangers, and then his album turned into a collab album.
I haven't heard anything like that, to be honest.
I just don't think you all of a sudden you sacrifice your debut album to do a collab album, even if it's with Jay-Z.
That's what everyone's saying.
You know what I mean?
So,
like, I think there's more going on there than that. I don't know.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. A lot of people were kind of, I don't want to say disappointed, but maybe underwhelmed that, should have been more you.
Yeah, for sure, right? That's what you expect out of a debut.
But I don't know, maybe in 10 years' time we'll get a second album.
Hopefully a little quicker than that, right? Fuck.
Alrighty.
You got any sign-offs that you come up with or what?
Nah, man. No, me.
All right, well.
How about we done?
We done. Appreciate all you. Shout out Paul Felder. Love you. And that is it for the week. See you guys later.
Ciao.